Hey YouTubers, X Factor here, how are you? This is some Wake Island clips from one round featuring the AKS-74U, one of the slower shooting engineer guns, but it doesn't have a ton of recoil. It's pretty easy to handle, but it can get you in trouble in situations like this. When a guy's already got the jump on you, it is a slow shooting gun, and it won't bail you out of trouble if the guy's got really good aim. What kind of guns bail you out of trouble if people have the jump on you? Well, if you've got great target acquisition and good accuracy, anything that shoots fast, MTAR, A91, even the ACWR can help bail you out. And there you see a little bit of the hip fire there. I still burst this gun at close range. It's just a habit because I've really been playing with the AS-Val a lot the last couple days, and that thing is a micro-bursting, tap-bursting beast if you know how to handle it. So let's talk about fighting on the burn. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm literally going hunting and fishing, and that's one of my all-time pet peeves that's magnified on maps like Wake Island or anything from the Karkand expansion or Armored Kill where the flags are spread way apart. What happens is if you're trying to take an enemy flag, they literally have the advantage. They get to spawn in around the burn area, and there you see some pro piloting. That might be my twin brother. I'm not sure. So they have the advantage. They're spawning on the outside of the burn. Meanwhile, you're trying to get to the burn, the middle of the area where you can contest the flag, where it pops up in your face, and I'll point that out in a second if that doesn't make sense. And too many times in this round, and probably 90% of the rounds, I literally see people assaulting from outside the burn and not taking those 5 additional steps to get on the burn and contest the flag, because that's what it's about. Get on the burn, win the burn, and don't let them spawn there anymore. You're doing them a favor if you're sitting outside the burn, and you're probably going to get knifed or back raged. And a second ago, you saw me switch targets. Why? Because the one sniper on the left where I'm standing was looking at me, and here's kind of a funny moment and jolly moment, so I'll turn up the speakers for dat wee. So hopefully you enjoy this lucky RPG roadkill.
Yep.
Roadkill. Don't let him steal the jet. Don't let him steal the jet. As you can hear in the background, Soccer Mom's voice is chirping up. That's because I'm working with him in the magical AA mobile. C is the most important flag on the map, whether you're an attacker or defender. A lot of people don't realize is the onslaught never stops coming. And literally every time I spawned here, I would farm out 5 or 6 kills because they're constantly beaconing in. The Venom's always back there. They're trying to put the Amtrak back there, and it's the most important one because the defenders, guess what? Tank spawns there, and so do your jets. If you lose that and can't get it back in a timely fashion, you're done because air rape is coming. If you can't get your jets up and in the air to contest theirs, their attack chopper is just going to farm the living life out of this map, and then it's done. I can tell you probably all the times I played this as a defender when we've lost C and recovered it late in the round that we've won. And I probably played this map 70 times. I shit you not. So if you lose C, you're pretty much done. So if you're defending, watch for it to flash, especially if you're a vehicle. And again, the pet peeve is fight from the burn. There's a couple times where C was being contested. You'd see the tank literally 30 feet from the burn, kind of just sitting there, waiting for people to come from B. Well, guess what? What's the worst thing that can happen to you if you're a tanker? You lose C, they start spawning behind you. Now you're 35, 40 feet from the burn facing towards B. There's guys pushing from B, and there's guys spawning behind your tank. You just gave them free kills. So it's all about situational awareness, and it is magnified on these larger maps because the flags are more spread out and they're more important. Obviously, on city maps, there's a lot of action, and it's a no-brainer. It's quick to get to some of these flags, whether it's on foot or some of the limited vehicles. But on these maps, it's an absolute pain. Do you really want to hoof it in a Jeep halfway across the map? No, because you're probably going to get SOFLAM javelined, you're probably going to get RPG'd, or just air raped. That is what happens on these maps. So if you don't lose something, you're doing a lot better. So keep an eye on C, position yourself to it, and respond, especially if you're the attack chopper. C is one of those little burn areas where it's just in a small building. You can roof the shit out of people once that tin's knocked off, that roof is knocked off. And there you see me ECMing a little bit early because hopefully I'm going to break the next incoming lock with this hill. I actually survived here, but nothing really happened, so we click that out. And here's responding to C. It's flashing, spamming Q. Not going to kill them both, but I got a spot off. The rest of the team can now respond. And they start fighting back a little bit, back on the ground because I do get rammed, I think. And taking damage, reshading. Look at your hit markers. As you take damage, don't stand in a spot because I'm probably spotted. I don't want to sit there and just peek a spot because he's just waiting to play whack-a-mole. The worst thing you could do in a wide-open map like this is literally pop your head up where you just got shot at, unless you know you could beat that guy in a 1v1 gunfight with you down some health and quite potentially suppress. And I just love it when the screen shakes when everybody's spamming. So AKS-74U, not a bad gun. Are there better guns for this map? Sure, ACWR would probably be my gun of choice just because you get a mix of long-range and short-range encounters. I wouldn't mind the MTAR on certain situations when I'm going to crash a flag, recover, or save because I know I'm going to be in these close-quarter areas contesting the burn. And here you see me hunting and fishing. I'm really trying to sound horror right now, listen for footsteps, reloads, and I'm trying to listen for US commands because, again, every time you reload, spot somebody, make a Kama Rose thing, your character yells, or if he starts getting spammed. And here's a nice little troll roll, right? And do I kill the other guy? Yep. And there you see some pretty bad deviation right there. Fully suppressed. Even though I was burst firing that thing, it really didn't help. So at the end of the day, pay attention to C. Don't lose it. Give up everything else but C. And you want to fight a one-way battle. You want them to have E and D or A and B and have everything else at your back pretty much secured. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this Wake Island gameplay with the AKS-74U. If you enjoyed yourself, had a little fun, learned something today, don't forget about the old thumbs up. See you, YouTube.